Welcome to Space Matrix. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. On August 24, 2025, the world was stunned by a single post on X, a photo of a container ship in the Panama Canal, captioned, "My New Water Feature." Elon Musk had bought the Panama Canal for $70 billion. The news sent shockwaves through governments and markets alike. This wasn't just another tech acquisition. Musk now controlled a vital artery of global commerce. The deal was real. Panama, the Canal Authority, and global shipping giants had all agreed. For over a century, the canal defined global trade. Now it belonged to a single visionary. Musk saw a system bogged down by bureaucracy and inefficiency, a challenge he couldn't resist. He envisioned AI-guided autonomous ships moving through the canal faster and safer than ever before. This was about more than ownership, it was about reinventing global transit. In Washington, politicians were blindsided. In Beijing, years of investment vanished overnight. The canal was no longer a pawn in global power games, it was Musk's to reimagine. For the public, the question was simple: why would Musk want a canal? For Musk, the answer was clear: it was the ultimate logistics problem, ripe for disruption. He saw a future where the canal was a model of efficiency and resilience. This was a statement to the world. The future of infrastructure could be shaped by private vision, not just government. The world had to adapt to Musk's reality. The era of the Panama Canal as a geopolitical chess piece was over. Now it was a proving ground for the boldest ideas in engineering and logistics. Musk wasn't just buying a waterway, he was buying the right to rewrite the rules. The world watched, uncertain and awed. The age of the private canal had begun. The Panama Canal is more than a shortcut. It's the link between two oceans and the backbone of global trade. Before it opened in 1914, ships faced a perilous 13,000-mile journey around South America. The canal cut that to just over 5,000 miles, transforming economies and trade. Today, 6% of global maritime trade, over 14,000 ships a year, passes through its locks. Any disruption sends shockwaves through supply chains worldwide. The canal's strategic value has made it a focal point for US-China rivalry. China invested billions in Panama, seeking influence. The US relied on history and security ties. Musk saw a system strained by climate change and bureaucracy, an asset both indispensable and vulnerable. He wasn't just buying a waterway, he was taking on a global problem. For Musk, the canal was the ultimate test of whether private innovation could outpace public inertia. The stakes were nothing less than the future of global commerce. Musk's plan began as a thought experiment on a flight from Starbase. He saw the canal as the world's biggest logistics bottleneck and codenamed his mission Operation Poseidon. Secrecy was key. Musk assembled a loyal, expert team and quietly courted major shipping lines with promises of AI-driven efficiency. He secured their support, then structured a $70 billion leveraged buyout. $20 billion of his own capital, $30 billion from shipping giants, and $20 billion in bonds backed by canal revenues. The final hurdle was Panama. Musk offered not just money but a vision. $10 billion in upgrades, drought-proofing, a tech institute, and job guarantees. Panama got a permanent 10% stake, ensuring national benefit. The deal was signed in secret, hours before Musk's public reveal. It was a masterclass in speed, strategy, and persuasion. Musk didn't just buy the canal, he built a coalition to transform it. The world's most important waterway was now in the hands of its boldest disruptor. The stage was set for a new era. The world braced for what Musk would do next. The backlash was immediate: political, social, and technical. In Washington, Congress erupted. How could a private citizen control such a vital asset? Musk's team reframed the deal: better an innovative American owner than creeping foreign influence. In Panama, protests flared. Unions and nationalists decried the sale as a betrayal. Musk flew in, met workers face-to-face, and promised jobs, training, and a future for their families. His direct approach and concrete guarantees won over skeptics. The biggest challenge, though, was the canal's aging infrastructure and water shortages. Droughts threatened the canal's future. Critics called Musk's plans fantasy. Musk responded with a bold solution: a massive solar-powered desalination plant to drought-proof the canal. Political savvy, engineering audacity, and personal charisma turned obstacles into opportunities. Musk didn't just navigate the gauntlet, he bulldozed through it. The canal was his, and the transformation could begin. The world watched as Musk tackled problems no government dared to face. The era of incremental change was over. Now the canal would be a laboratory for radical solutions. The stakes and the ambitions had never been higher. The future of global trade was about to be rewritten. Musk's acquisition didn't just change ownership, it upended global power dynamics. The US no longer faced the threat of Chinese control, but now had to negotiate with Musk, not a government. Musk's loyalty was to efficiency, not foreign policy. For China, years of investment and influence vanished overnight. The new Canal Corporation owed Beijing nothing. China became just another customer. The era of state-to-state rivalry was replaced by the unpredictability of private power. Middle powers and developing nations watched, wondering what this meant for sovereignty and infrastructure. If Musk could buy the Panama Canal, what else was possible? The lines between corporate and state power were redrawn. The old map of influence was obsolete. The world had entered a new era, one where individuals could shift the balance of power. The rules of the game had changed forever. For decades, the US and China vied for control of the canal, one with security, the other with investment. Every contract and diplomatic move was a move in a high-stakes chess match. China built ports and financed projects, the US flexed its military and diplomatic muscle. The canal's future seemed locked in a perpetual tug-of-war. Musk's purchase ended the rivalry overnight. By privatizing the canal, he made the old power struggle irrelevant. China lost its leverage. The US no longer feared encroachment. The defining conflict of the canal's modern history was extinguished, not by treaty, but by transaction. The world's most strategic waterway was now a private frontier. With control secured, Musk launched the Smart Canal Initiative, AI, sensors, and autonomous tugs to create a seamless automated transit system. The canal would leap from 20th century mechanics to 21st century logistics. Musk's team explored even bolder ideas, a sea-level canal carved with advanced tunneling tech to handle the world's largest ships. Beyond shipping, Musk envisioned a tech hub along the canal, powered by green energy, staffed by local engineers, and home to data centers and manufacturing. The Silicon Isthmus would turn Panama from a transit point into a center of innovation. The world watched, wondering if Musk could deliver. Betting against him had never paid off before. The canal's transformation could mark the dawn of a new era in global infrastructure. Private vision was now setting the pace for public progress. The concrete river had become a river of data, flowing toward a future only Musk could imagine.